Today, we are examining a popular video that promises to reveal the single best meal to reverse serious chronic conditions: type 2 diabetes, heart disease, kidney disease. The video centers on a critical concept that is often misunderstood: metabolic disease. Many people hear the word metabolism and immediately think about weight loss or how fast their body burns calories. While that is a small piece of the puzzle, it is not the core issue. Metabolic disease is not simply about a slow metabolism. It signifies a profound failure at the most fundamental level of your biology, your cells. It's a problem of energy. Imagine your body is a house. Inside, you are hungry and need energy to function. Outside, there are countless food trucks lined up, filled with all the fuel you could possibly need. However, there is a massive padlock on your front door. You can see all the available food, but you cannot get to it. This is a simple but powerful analogy for what happens in metabolic disease. Your cells are starving for energy even when there is an abundance of fuel, like glucose, circulating in your bloodstream. This energy failure is what drives the devastating consequences we see in many chronic illnesses: nerve damage, organ failure. This concept explains a paradox seen in conditions like Alzheimer's, which is now sometimes called type 3 diabetes. In this disease, brain cells begin to die off, essentially from starvation. This happens despite the brain being surrounded by plenty of sugar in the blood. The cells simply cannot access and use this fuel. The same process is at work in type 2 diabetes. A person can have dangerously high blood sugar levels, yet their cells are starving. This leads to the classic complications we associate with the disease: blindness, kidney failure, nerve damage in the feet leading to amputations, and cardiovascular problems. It's all connected to this cellular energy crisis. The statistics surrounding this issue are genuinely alarming and paint a picture of a widespread public health crisis. Dr. Berg correctly points out that conditions like type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and chronic kidney disease affect a staggering 25% of the population. This means that 1 in every 4 people you meet has been diagnosed with one of these major metabolic disorders. The problem is not isolated to a small fraction of society. It is a mainstream issue affecting millions of lives daily. This is not a niche problem, but a pervasive one that demands our full attention and a deeper understanding of its root causes. The situation becomes even more concerning when we look beyond diagnosed diseases to the underlying risk factors. Citing research from Harvard, the video highlights a truly shocking statistic: 93% of adults in the United States have at least one abnormal metabolic risk factor. These are not minor issues: high blood sugar, high blood pressure, unhealthy blood lipid levels, excess visceral fat, chronic inflammation, fatty liver disease, sleep apnea. This data suggests that only a tiny sliver of the population, a mere 7%, is in a state of optimal metabolic health. The vast majority of people are already on a path toward chronic disease. At the very heart of this widespread metabolic dysfunction lies a tiny organelle inside our cells, the mitochondrion. Mitochondria are often called the powerhouses or energy factories of the cell, and for good reason. They are responsible for taking the fuel we consume, glucose, fat, and converting it into the usable energy currency of the body, ATP. When we talk about metabolic disease, we are fundamentally talking about mitochondrial dysfunction. These energy factories are breaking down. They are losing their ability to process fuel efficiently, which leads to the energy crisis we discussed earlier. Every single risk factor mentioned is linked back to this core problem. Despite the clear connection between diet, cellular energy, and these diseases, the conventional approach often misses the mark. Instead of focusing on the foundational cause, the system tends to treat each condition as a separate problem with a separate drug. There is one medication for high blood pressure, another for statins, yet another for high blood sugar. This approach manages symptoms but rarely addresses the underlying mitochondrial damage that connects them all. The video argues that specific dietary recommendations that could directly support mitochondrial health are often ignored or downplayed, leaving patients dependent on lifelong medication. The goal of this breakdown is to explore the video's central claim, that a single specific meal can help reverse this damage. We will analyze the proposed diet and the science behind it. The core idea is that by providing the right nutrients and removing the harmful substances, we can support mitochondrial recovery. This can help our cells regain the ability to produce energy efficiently. While advanced stages of disease may have irreversible damage, the potential for improvement is significant for many. The question is, can one meal truly be the key to unlocking our body's own healing potential? We will investigate this possibility step by step. Table of Contents, Part 2, Act 1, Causes and Mechanisms. The insulin key and the broken lock, the overworked pancreas and the silent damage, sugar and starch overload, the biochemistry of mitochondrial breakdown. To understand the mechanics of metabolic disease, we must first understand the role of a crucial hormone, insulin. In a healthy body, insulin acts like a key. After you eat a meal containing carbohydrates, your blood sugar level rises. In response, your pancreas releases insulin into the bloodstream. This insulin travels to your cells, muscles, fat, liver, and binds to receptors on their surface. This binding action is like a key turning in a lock, opening a cellular door that allows glucose to move from the blood into the cell. Once inside, the glucose can be used for immediate energy or stored for later use, bringing your blood sugar back to a normal, stable level. This elegant system ensures your cells get the fuel they need and protects blood vessels from damage caused by excess sugar. The problem begins when this system is constantly overwhelmed. When we consistently consume high amounts of sugar and refined carbohydrates, the pancreas is forced to pump out more and more insulin. Over time, the cells become less responsive to insulin's signal. It's as if the locks on the cellular doors have become rusty and worn out from overuse. The insulin key still fits, but it has a harder time turning the lock. This state is known as insulin resistance. The cells are resisting the hormone's attempt to let glucose in. This is the foundational dysfunction that underpins nearly all metabolic diseases, where fuel becomes abundant in the blood, but locked out from the cells that desperately need it. As insulin resistance worsens, the body finds itself in a precarious situation. The cells are not getting the glucose they require, so they send hunger signals to the brain, even though there's plenty of sugar circulating in the blood. In response, the pancreas works even harder, producing even greater amounts of insulin to try and force the stubborn cellular doors open. This creates a vicious cycle. High blood sugar leads to high insulin, which leads to increased insulin resistance, which leads to even higher blood sugar and insulin levels. This chronically elevated insulin, hyperinsulinemia, is the true beginning of metabolic disease, often preceding type 2 diabetes by years or decades. This cellular lockout has devastating consequences throughout the body. Because the cells cannot use glucose for energy, the body finds another way to deal with excess blood sugar. Under high insulin, the liver converts excess glucose into fat. That fat gets stored in the liver, causing non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. It is also packaged into triglycerides, sent into the bloodstream, raising blood lipid levels. And it is stored as visceral fat, the dangerous fat around internal organs. Meanwhile, the mitochondria are starved of their primary fuel, setting the stage for the energy failure that defines metabolic disease. The progression from a healthy metabolism to full-blown metabolic disease is a slow and silent process. For many years, often 15 to 20, as Dr. Berg notes, the body can successfully compensate for growing insulin resistance. The pancreas simply works overtime, producing increasingly large amounts of insulin to keep blood sugar levels within a normal range. During this long introductory phase, a person can eat a diet high in refined carbohydrates and sugar, and their standard blood glucose tests will come back looking perfectly normal. This gives a false sense of security, masking the furious paddling happening just beneath the surface. The high insulin levels are the real storm warning, but they are rarely measured in a routine checkup. This is a critical point that the video emphasizes. Standard medical practice often misses the earliest signs of trouble. The most common tests, like fasting blood glucose or HbA1c, only become abnormal when the pancreas is already starting to fail. These tests measure the amount of sugar in the blood, not the amount of insulin required to keep it there. By the time blood sugar starts to creep up into the pre-diabetic or diabetic range, the pancreas has been overworked for years and is becoming exhausted. It can no longer produce enough insulin to overcome the profound resistance of the cells. At this point, the diagnosis is made, but the underlying disease process has been active for a very long time. A more insightful early marker would be a fasting insulin test. This simple blood test measures the amount of insulin in your blood after an overnight fast. In a healthy, insulin-sensitive person, this level should be very low. In someone who is developing insulin resistance, the fasting insulin level will be high, because their body needs a lot of insulin circulating just to maintain a normal baseline blood sugar level. A high fasting insulin level is the first red flag, signaling that the metabolic machinery is under severe strain. If this test were routine, millions of people could be alerted to their risk long before irreversible damage occurs, allowing for early and effective lifestyle interventions. The silent damage caused by chronically high insulin extends directly to the mitochondria. Insulin is not just a glucose-regulating hormone, it is also a primary anabolic, or growth hormone. In this high insulin environment, the body is perpetually in storage mode. This process of converting sugar to fat is metabolically demanding and generates significant oxidative stress, which directly damages the delicate machinery of the mitochondria. Over years, this relentless assault degrades mitochondrial function, reducing their ability to produce energy efficiently and leading to the cellular starvation at the heart of metabolic disease. Section 1. The Foundation. A salad engineered for cellular repair. The first component of Dr. Berg's proposed best meal is not just a simple side salad, it's a carefully constructed foundation designed to deliver a powerful dose of micronutrients that target metabolic dysfunction at the root. The base is arugula, chosen for specific biochemical reasons. Arugula is a cruciferous green with liver-supporting compounds. It's exceptionally rich in dietary nitrates. Those nitrates convert into nitric oxide in the body, a signaling molecule that relaxes and widens blood vessels. This vasodilation lowers blood pressure and improves blood flow to every organ. This matters because insulin resistance impairs nitric oxide production. The base also delivers other critical nutrients. It's loaded with magnesium, often deficient in modern diets, essential for mitochondrial health. Magnesium is a key cofactor for making ATP, the body's energy currency. The salad provides significant potassium. Potassium maintains sodium-potassium balance. It controls nerve impulses, muscle contractions, and fluid balance. Dress the base with apple cider vinegar and extra virgin olive oil. Apple cider vinegar improves insulin sensitivity and blunts blood sugar spikes. Its acetic acid interferes with starch digestion and boosts glucose uptake into muscle. Extra virgin olive oil supplies monounsaturated fats and potent polyphenols. Polyphenols are anti-inflammatory. They protect artery linings from oxidative damage and help reduce blood pressure. Add strategic toppings: pumpkin seeds, texture plus magnesium, zinc, and vitamin E. Sunflower seeds, texture plus magnesium, zinc, and vitamin E. Nutritional yeast, unfortified, a top natural source of B-complex vitamins. B1, thiamine, a mitochondrial spark plug. B2, riboflavin, a mitochondrial spark plug. B3, niacin, a mitochondrial spark plug. These B vitamins are essential for converting food into energy. Avocado adds creaminess, healthy fats, and a massive dose of potassium. Every ingredient is chosen to repair metabolic pathways damaged by a high-carb diet. Final, the completed salad bowl. Section 2. The main event, high-quality protein for mitochondrial health. After establishing the micronutrient-rich salad foundation, the meal moves to its centerpiece, the protein and fat component. This is arguably the most critical element for repairing the cellular machinery and shifting the body out of its perpetual sugar-burning, fat-storing mode. Dr. Berg's specific recommendation is a hamburger patty, but with crucial qualifications. This is not a fast food burger. It must be made from high-quality, grass-fed, and grass-finished ground beef, and it is to be consumed without a bun. The emphasis on grass-fed is not just a marketing trend. It relates to fat quality and nutrient profile, superior to grain-fed, with a better omega-3 to omega-6 ratio. The primary role of this protein is to provide essential amino acids for rebuilding and maintaining every tissue in the body. Mitochondria are made of protein, and their repair needs a steady supply of those building blocks. This helps maintain muscle mass, our largest reservoir for glucose storage, and a major site of metabolic activity. Preserving muscle improves insulin sensitivity and metabolic health, and prevents age-related decline that worsens these conditions. Section 3, a controversial choice, embracing red meat. The recommendation of red meat is deliberately provocative. It runs directly counter to decades of mainstream advice. Dr. Berg acknowledges this controversy and argues that the context is everything. Negative associations often fail to distinguish between a fast food burger with a large soda and fries and a high-quality, grass-fed patty eaten as part of a low-carbohydrate, whole foods meal. When stripped of the bun, sugary sauces, and processed accompaniments, red meat reveals itself as a nutrient-dense food that supports metabolic recovery and mitochondrial function. The video highlights several compounds found in higher concentrations in red meat. These include carnosine, carnitine, and creatine. Carnitine, for example, plays an essential role as a shuttle bus, transporting fatty acids across the mitochondrial membrane so they can be burned for energy. Carnosine acts as a powerful antioxidant, specifically protecting against the damage caused by glycation, the process where sugar molecules stick to proteins and damage them, a key driver of aging and diabetic complications. Furthermore, red meat is an exceptional source of highly bioavailable nutrients. It provides heme iron. It is also one of the richest sources of vitamin B12. Red meat also provides abundant zinc and selenium. For many individuals, as Dr. Berg attests, including high-quality red meat in the diet leads to a noticeable improvement in energy levels, satiety, and overall well-being. A grass-fed hamburger patty serves as a powerful tool for repairing the very mitochondrial damage that lies at the heart of chronic disease. The final course of this, best meal, is a dessert designed not for indulgence in the typical sense, but for targeted therapeutic benefit, focusing on the crucial link between gut health, the immune system, and metabolic function. The recommendation is a specific type of yogurt made by fermenting half and half with a particular probiotic strain called L. reuteri. This microbe is not just any probiotic. It is a keystone species that is often missing from the modern gut microbiome due to antibiotic use and a lack of breastfeeding in infancy. L. reuteri has been shown in research to exert a number of powerful systemic benefits. It helps to rebalance the gut flora and reducing inflammation. Crucially for this meal's purpose, it has been demonstrated to improve insulin sensitivity. Perhaps its most unique and fascinating effect is its ability to stimulate the vagus nerve, leading to an increased release of the hormone oxytocin in the brain, leading to feelings of calm, well-being, and increased sociability. To enhance this dessert, Dr. Berg suggests adding sugar-free dark chocolate. This is not for sweetness, but for its dense concentration of polyphenols and magnesium. The flavanols in dark chocolate are powerful antioxidants that have been shown to improve arterial function, increase nitric oxide production, and lower blood pressure. Effects that synergize perfectly with the arugula from the salad. The video addresses the concern over oxalates in chocolate, explaining that a high magnesium intake helps prevent the formation of calcium oxalate kidney stones by binding to the oxalates in the gut, a perfect example of nutritional synergy. Finally, an optional sprinkle of cinnamon can be added. Cinnamon is a well-researched spice known for its ability to help regulate blood sugar levels. By combining the gut-healing and oxytocin-boosting effects of El Roydery yogurt with the cardiovascular and mineral benefits of dark chocolate and the blood sugar-stabilizing properties of cinnamon, this dessert becomes a powerful finishing touch. It is a functional food that addresses inflammation, gut dysbiosis, and nutrient deficiencies, completing the meal's holistic approach to reversing metabolic disease from multiple angles. Beyond the perfect meal, the video outlines daily habits essential for long-term health. The first and most fundamental habit is to consistently follow a low-carbohydrate diet. The meal we analyzed is not a one-time fix, it's a template for a new way of eating. The second cornerstone, intermittent fasting. Dr. Berg, eat less frequently, consolidate to 2 meals a day or 1 meal a day. OMAD. The fasting window gives your digestive system a rest, allows insulin to drop significantly, and signals a shift from storing fat to burning it. This period is where the most profound healing occurs. The first of these is exposure to sunlight. Over 50% of the sun's energy reaches us as infrared radiation. It directly stimulates the mitochondria. Another powerful accelerator is a simple post-meal walk. A brisk walk uses large muscle groups to pull glucose from the bloodstream without insulin. In addition to walking, structured exercise is highly beneficial. High-intensity interval training, resistance training. The final piece of the puzzle involves shaping your environment to remove obstacles. The most practical advice: simply don't buy ultra-processed foods. A crucial metric for success goes beyond the number on the scale. Weight loss may occur, but the key sign is going longer between meals without feeling ravenously hungry, weak, or irritable. If you can go from one meal to the next, or skip a meal without an energy drop, your body is burning stored fat. Metabolic flexibility is the true goal. Implement changes gradually. You don't have to adopt every habit overnight. Start by removing the worst offenders. Add a post-meal walk. Slowly shrink your eating window as you adapt. Focus on environment and how you feel. Measure progress by hunger-free intervals. Shift focus from weight to metabolic health for lasting results and reversing chronic disease. Section 1. The Path to Metabolic Recovery. In our breakdown of Dr. Berg's video, we journeyed deep into metabolic disease. Beyond the surface symptom of weight gain, the root cause is profound cellular energy failure, a body overwhelmed by a flood of refined carbohydrates and hidden starches. That overload causes chronically high insulin. Cells starve amid plenty, leading to chronic diseases affecting about a quarter of people. The solution is not a magic pill, but a logical, systematic reversal. It begins with the perfect meal, low in carbohydrates, high in targeted nutrients. This meal is the cornerstone of a broader lifestyle shift. Intermittent fasting extends low insulin periods. Accelerators, sunlight exposure, post-meal walks, targeted exercise. Distilled to one objective: lower insulin. Remove foods that spike insulin, adopt habits that keep it low, and give the body the space and resources to heal. Simple unifying theme connects every recommendation. Shift the body from crisis and storage to calm, repair, and efficient energy use. Section 2. A call to action and realistic hope. The journey to reverse years or even decades of metabolic damage requires commitment, but the message from this analysis is one of profound hope and empowerment. The first step is to take control of your health by implementing these strategies. Pay close attention to the more meaningful signs of healing: your energy levels throughout the day, the reduction in brain fog, and most importantly, the gradual disappearance of ravenous hunger between meals. It is absolutely essential to undertake any major dietary change, especially if you are on medications for diabetes or blood pressure, under the guidance and supervision of a qualified medical professional. This approach represents a fundamental paradigm shift in how we view chronic disease, from a condition to be managed with lifelong medication to a state that can often be reversed by addressing its root cause. It places the power back into your hands. The information provides a clear roadmap, but you are the one in the driver's seat. Start by cleaning out your pantry. Take that first post-meal walk. Experiment with shrinking your eating window. Each small, consistent step builds upon the last, creating powerful momentum towards recovery and lasting health. The path forward is clear. By reducing the metabolic load, nourishing your body, and incorporating powerful lifestyle habits, you can directly combat the cellular dysfunction that drives chronic illness. The evidence of success will not just be in your blood markers, but in how you feel every single day, more energetic, more focused, and free from the chains of constant hunger. This is your call to action. Begin the process, trust your body's innate ability to heal, and reclaim the vibrant health that is your birthright.